Oh man. Well, that, my friends, is why this series is called 7 Days to Die for Noobs. Because I make noob mistakes like that. Welcome back, everyone. This is your man, the Beard King, bringing you another episode of 7 Days to Die for Noobs, Alpha 17.2. In our last episode, we managed to get through Day 14 Horde Night. It was a little wonky due to some settings on my end, but we got it done. We found out that the little horde base that I built worked pretty well. They tend to break a lot of the barbed wire and stuff and really start speeding up. And that tends to cause a problem, so we'll need to rectify that. But I need to give it some more thought. The other thing we found out is this area really is popular for the Screamers, and while I love the Screamers, I love to farm them, I love to get the experience, I love killing the Horde, they're a constant problem out here. So here's a generator bank, let's craft it, okay? We're gonna go motorcycle, I'm going to craft a chassis, I'm gonna craft a handlebar. Once all that's done, I'll be able to craft a motorcycle. So, just like that. Voila. I think I need to keep an engine and I need a battery, which I have both. The rest of this stuff can go back. So, like I said, I think I can do some sort of, like a crafting platform, maybe even just between this pillar and this pillar. And I'll build a, just like I built this walkway here, I'll build another one down here, I think. Then that way I can just run in there from the horde base and do what I need to do without having to go all the way up. The only downside to this idea is I put that drawbridge up there and, maybe I won't need it anymore. Know what I mean? Perhaps an idea is maybe I could install a drawbridge somewhere here, down here, and have it connect over to here. Be able to do something like that. That might work. Might work. I know for a fact that I don't have enough springs to do another drawbridge, so we can either go on a night run to go out and get springs, or I can screw around down here doing stuff to pass the night. It looks like we got some attention. That's the only problem with bars here, is I can't, it blurs it out. Okay, we got a screamer that just popped in on us. And she died. But she called in some people. And see how it blurs out? But at least now I can shoot them while they're down there. Maybe I don't need bars right here. Okay, well, wow. Major catastrophe mistake. Look. It's gone. I was knocking out those things and I wasn't putting back in reinforcement, and I just completely overlooked structural integrity. It's all gone. Oh man. Well, that, my friends, is why this series is called 7 Days to Die for Noobs. because I make noob mistakes like that. So, bummer. That was a lot of concrete, a lot of resources. It's the way it goes. It's almost daytime. I think when it first started happening, man, I was really bummed. But now that I'm just kind of talking about it, yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens. Live and learn. Oh, and here's another screamer coming. So, do you guys see what I mean? It's, that's really nothing but screamers that come here constantly. Wait for it to come up here. So, I mean, I still need this space to shoot them. Don't know how far out I need to go here, but this gives me an opportunity to maybe build back a little bit more so I could connect into my skywalk somehow. I don't know. I'm gonna try to take her from here. Okay, got her. She didn't call any backup. Alright, well. I do know that I want these. Just take them out to the edge. I mean, I guess that's one way to remodel a building. Knock it down. One thing I didn't like though is this right here. I don't like these being in my way because it blurs out the zombie. It doesn't here, it does here. So that's what I was going for, you know, to give me clear shot. But I guess I'm gonna take this out. See, I'm gonna take this out. Alright. So we definitely need something here. I'm gonna have to give it some thought. Maybe what we need to do now is get somebody's attention and just make sure that this still works like it's supposed to. I think the only thing that can cause me problems if I leave this open, which I don't intend to leave it open, I intend to enclose it somehow, but I think spider zombies could probably make the jump from here to here. Who knows, somebody could come up here and make the jump in, so I definitely need to close this off somehow. I just don't want bars across here. There's a test subject. I just want to point out that I'm actually a pretty darn good shot, except when I miss. Hello, Captain. I'm Captain Obvious. So what I'm doing right here is I'm just going to wait for this fool to get down here. I want to make sure that he's still going to come up here and run in. I'm fairly certain that he will, but just for testing before I build too much more. Yeah, that works. So he still came up here. I'm not going to shoot him. I'm going to see. He's probably still going to fall down. Everything should still work. Come along. You can do it. I know the barbed wire's got you down. Yeah. Alright, well, it works. Alright, well, I'm going to keep thinking about this. For now, though, let's continue on with the rest of what I intended to do for this episode. It's still early in the morning, so good amount of time left in the day. Okay, so generator is done. Can't really use it now because I just completely destroyed my entire base. Motorcycle chassis, done. Handlebars, done. Recipes, motorcycle, what am I missing? What am I missing? An engine. What did I do with my engine? I don't know. Have more. Recipes, motorcycle. I have everything I need. Here it is. Let's craft it. Guessing I'm gonna need that. Got the motorcycle. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do while that forged iron is cooking. I'm gonna make a run out to the trader. Build up on a bunch of junk I can sell. Brought my cash and my dukes. See if he has anything interesting to sell. Which also means get to take the motorcycle out for a spin. Oh, that's cool. This will make journeys a lot faster. So I also have my wrench on me. Maybe we can find some cars to wrench on and get some springs. Because I'd kind of like to get the drawbridge built.
Well,
alright.
Howdy do, friend.
Let's see what we got. There's a car over here I can do, so maybe we'll just kind of take a drive around. Look for cars and stuff, but let's see. What do we got here? Sell all this cash. I'm gonna sell the auger. Sell the chainsaw. Sell that. Okay. That'd be pretty cool for a shovel. That's an option. I have 8,000 dukes, so let's see. That's an option. I mean, I could build them. No, I can't. I don't have the skill point yet. Alright, he doesn't have much that I want, so we're out.
Safe travels.
Yeah, thanks, brother. Modifiers for the bike. I didn't know that. Holy smokes, that's a ton of storage. I don't know. Do the Zeds attack these things? I don't remember. That's a cool looking house. Better keep my wits about me, because this is... I don't think I've really been over here. So again, I'm just out here getting springs. They seem to be something you need all the time. Covered so much ground, I'd still be running to this place, you know what I mean? Jeez, another pawn shop. If you've watched all my episodes, you'll know this city is full of pawn shops. That might be 4th or 5th pawn shop out here. Okay, so I'm back to the base, and I have everything that I need to build my second drawbridge. So I'm going to get that going. It's going to take 10 minutes. Alright, gang. Going to go ahead and do a little recap here on this episode. It was kind of a heartbreaking episode, to be quite honest with you. Let's go over and see the damage if you're just fast-forwarding to the end. What? What? That's right, so I was knocking out a bunch of concrete stuff, you know, figuring out a way to connect my horde base to my skywalk, and I just did a structural integrity mistake and ripped the whole thing down. The only thing that was left was the centerpiece here. Everything to the left and right was gone, so I rebuilt that. I cleaned up the area completely. I knocked off this little ledge over here, and so that was a bummer. But I guess that's what you call a full remodel. Haven't seen too many screamers. I don't want to jinx myself. Right about now is when they'd show up again, right when I'm starting to talk, but haven't seen too many of them. The horde base, even though it's broke right now, it still works. Zombies still run up and run down the corridor and fall and land on traps and complete the loop. So it still works. I just need to enclose it, and I need to figure out how to get from here to my skywalk. And that said, I'm going to connect it somehow with another drawbridge, so I have one being made over on my workbench right now. That'll be for another episode. But my idea, again, is to build all of my crafting station stuff on the skywalk itself. I'm done with this building. I'm done with the Zeds going in here. I'm done. I'm just done running back up and forth. I want it all to be down here where the action is. So there'll be a lot of building coming up. There'll be a lot of moving stuff around. I might do it. Oh, what do you know? What do you know? Yeah, so there'll be some building coming up. You might notice that my compound bow is green. That's pretty awesome. I picked up a dye. I found the dye while I was out roaming around getting springs to build the drawbridge. But, most importantly, I have a motorcycle. This thing's awesome. Man, I'm so happy to have this thing. It's cool, it's fast. I mean, I went all the way out to the trader, I went all the way around here. It took me no time at all. It has huge storage on it. I mean, it's cool. So I'm glad I got that. I made that today. The other thing I made was a generator so that I can start running some power. The idea there is once I have power and I get to level 60, I can make blade traps. And I'm going to incorporate blade traps into my horde base somehow. I just want these Zeds to frickin' die when they come. Period. I picked up a couple of levels. I spent some points somewhere. Don't really remember where. Probably a point or two on Miner 69er. I think I upped my perception a bit. And then I put a point in here for boom headshot. That's level 7, so this will take a while to get to, but I definitely want to blow heads off, and I want headshot damage at a max. My horde base... What do you know? It's time for a screamer to visit me and test my archery skills, because I'm awesome at it. Except when they're close, then I miss. Yeah. Screamers. I don't even remember what I was talking about now. Skill points. Put some points in here. This horde base is a total range base. There's no melee involved here, so I've decided that I am going to max this out. I'm going to probably start working on pushing this up as far as possible. That'll definitely be a thing. Definitely need to get this get my blade traps, but again, that's not until level 60. And I'm level 59, and I'm over halfway there, so that will be a thing for sure. Blade traps. I think that's about it. It was kind of a bittersweet episode. I destroyed my base, but I got a bike, I got a generator. I got some springs, I'm building a drawbridge, I got a dye for my bow, so that's an increase in damage. So it was all together, I guess it was a good episode. Yes. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of 7 Days to Die for Noobs by me, the Beard King. If you haven't already done so, feel free to click that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video and leave a comment. I mean, feel free to shed a couple of tears for my base. It's all my fault. Anyways, thanks gang, thanks for watching, and until next time, take it easy.